We give you a news headline, and you will guess the missing word or phrase. When you know the answer, just blurt it out, and if correct, keep track of your winning points in your head, with a pen, or with a counter. Quiz questions are worth 1 point. However, the 5th and 10th questions are genius-level questions, are extremely difficult, and as such are worth 3 points each. So if you get any of these quiz questions correct, consider yourself very clever indeed. Joe Biden's blank remarks put Texas Democrats on defensive even as poll shows Trump trailing. The answer is fossil fuel. Biden said that he would transition from the oil industry on Thursday night during the final presidential debate. The oil industry pollutes significantly, the Democrat said. It has to be replaced by renewable energy over time. Trump immediately seized on the moment, warning energy-producing states that Biden will destroy the oil industry. YouTube DL blank software removed from GitHub by RIAA takedown notice. The answer is downloading. This afternoon, one of the most well-known pieces of software for downloading YouTube videos, YouTube DL, was removed from GitHub following a takedown notice from the Recording Industry Association of America, or RIAA. Blank project drops scathing video of Lindsey Graham as polls show GOP senator trailing in South Carolina. The answer is Lincoln. What happened to Lindsey Graham, the Lincoln Project narrator says at the beginning of the video. He said he was a fiscal conservative, but he's one of the biggest spenders in Congress. Under Lindsey, the national debt is through the roof. What is Lindsey thinking? Blank Morgan slams hyper-partisan journalists on Hunter Biden's story. The answer is peers. I don't care if you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump. At the very least these journalists are revealing themselves to be hyper-partisan, Morgan, who is DailyMail.com editor-at-large, said on Fox and Friends, reacting to members of the media ignoring the issue. CNN's Jake Tapper claimed the charges were so heinous, I'm not even going to say them, just completely made up. Fauci says Trump hasn't attended White House coronavirus blank meeting in several months. The answer is task force. The task force, led by Vice President Mike Pence, now meets online once a week, he said. Fauci also said he doesn't speak with Trump as much as Scott Atlas, a controversial coronavirus advisor to the president, does. Washington state bug hunters find first ever Asian giant blank hornet's nest in U.S. The answer is murder. The announcement came from the Washington State Department of Agriculture, which said that initial plans to eliminate the nest have been put off until Saturday due to inclement weather in Blaine, where the nest was found in a tree cavity. China has reacted warmly to Russian President Vladimir Putin's suggestion that the two nations could one day upgrade their strategic partnership to an official blank alliance. The answer is military. You can imagine everything, Putin responded when asked during his discussion Thursday at the Valdai Discussion Club whether a military alliance could be imagined between China and Russia. The Russian leader explained that the reason such a pact had not already been forged had nothing to do with reservations on either side, but a lack of necessity. A California appeals court ruled that yes, a new state law applies to Uber and Lyft drivers, meaning that they must be classified as blanks rather than independent contractors. The answer is employee. However, the decision will not take effect for 30 days, suggesting that the real determining factor will be Proposition 22, a statewide ballot measure backed by Uber and Lyft that would keep drivers as contractors while guaranteeing things like minimum compensation and healthcare subsidies. Judge again blocks Trump administration push to ban blank in the U.S. The answer is WeChat. The record does not support the conclusion that the government has narrowly tailored the prohibited transactions to protect its national security interests, Beeler wrote in her decision. The evidence supports the conclusion that the restrictions burden substantially more speech than is necessary to further the government's legitimate interests. Blank. Sex cult leader Keith Raniere talks to NBC News, proclaims, "I am innocent." The answer is NXIVM. The activities of NVXIM was captured by the documentary series The Vow, which is coming back in 2021 for a second season on HBO. Directors and exec producers Jahane Nujaim and Kareem Amer, to continue to the story of the NXIVM cult and its top leadership.
Thank crikey I have my AI trivia game to play every morning. Make it a habit and subscribe now, and you too can start your day with 10 minutes of great fun. And you just might learn something. See you again tomorrow.